After becoming one with Jack Atlas himself and mastering Red Dragon Archfiend in the TCG, it's time to double down and take on Yu-Gi-Oh's ranked ladder. With Max C around and a whole other ban list to work with, how hard is it to reach the top with an anime deck? There's only one way to find out.
It's time to
Subscribe.
Alright, it's been a hot minute since we last actually played Master Duel. Here is the list that we currently have built, which is kind of similar to our TCG build, although the format in Master Duel is like totally different. Well, I say totally different, it's like kind of different. Like Snake Eyes isn't the best deck, and there's no Fiendsmith or anything like that. Yubel is apparently the best deck by far, so our non-engine probably changes once we get to the kind of difficult stages of the ladder. Right now, as you can see, yeah, silver 5. So honestly, we probably want to save the big guns for higher ranks. We could just make like a pure list right now. Also, we probably want to commit to the bit, right? Here we go, baby. Red Dragon Archfiend, the GOAT. Let's go. 250 gems.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
All right, how do we change this? Also, there's the ID, I guess. I don't think we've shown that since Master Duel first came out. Wallpaper, RDA, boom. All right, now we're chilling. Look at the hell, yeah, brother. Is there a Red Dragon Archfiend story solo duel thing? No, there's not. Okay. Do they even have any anime references in Master Duel? You know, I genuinely don't think they do. God, you wouldn't think this is a Yu-Gi-Oh game, would you? All right, let's throw together a pure list real quick. All right, there we go. I was gonna throw in a Flame Crime and a Red Rain just because. Maybe we'll do that as well. Like, the ladder's long, right? We have a lot of games ahead of us. We can play a bunch of different builds. All right, 2 wins for Silver Tier 4. I'm realizing the early stages is just gonna be us bullying kids, but that's what Yu-Gi-Oh is all about, right? Our first victim is a Pokemon. Let's go. And we, of course, we lose our first coin toss. We'll probably keep track of that. We'll keep track of the number of games in our win-loss as well. I don't actually know how many games this is going to take. Probably like over 100. I don't know. Guess in the comments. The closest guess to the number of games wins something, I guess. All right, we have Ash, Veiler, Boner, plus Resonator Call. We're cooking. We are chilling, bro. What are we up against? We have 10 in the extra deck, 60 in the main deck. What's this thing? Is this a brain control thing with the red eyes? Majestic Dragon Normal Summon, level 1 tuner. Equipped with Grarl. 500 attack, let's go. Oh, okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't even have to play a card.
Why are you hitting us up? Why are you hitting us up?
Game 2. We're up against Daniel, and we lose the coin toss, of course. Hand is decent. We have Max C and Ash. If our opponent doesn't special summon and they have an interruption for our 1 starter though, then things might get a little awkward. Oh. Who am I kidding, bro? We really are just bullying kids, and maybe the odd masochist account. Ooh, Foolish Burial off the top is very nice. That means we can play through an early interruption. However, I have my suspicion that that set card is like a Magic Cylinder or a Mirror Force. There it is, yeah. Poor Daniel's just logged off for the night. Our first rank up, baby, Silver 4. Game 3, we're up against Pacemaker. Oh look, another coin toss lost. Okay, so we're going second and we see no interruptions. So hopefully our opponent just surrenders. Normal Summon Tribute Lanius, and it's Royal Rare. Okay, I think we're cooked.
A few moments later.
Wait, what? Surely there's more, right? Wait, we're just setting cards now? Okay, to be fair, his turn has lasted quite a while and he did seem a little bit lost. So I think my man's has run out of time. We know he has the trap that negates a card in the field and probably a couple of rank ups. So I think the play is to try and bait out the trap and then clear the Xyz monsters with like RDA. And of course, he has Max C as well. This is looking kind of unwinnable, but maybe we can mess him around a bit and hope he loses to time. Even through the Max C, we could still be kind of annoying because we could just go straight for Red Dragon Archfiend and then we have Red Zone as well on his turn. If he gets rid of Bone though, we just lose. So far so good, don't mind me just changing levels for no reason in particular. I don't think it really matters what we send here. We already have access to everything and we're not really going to be special summoning too much. So let's just dump Crimson because it's, you know, not a great draw. Is there a world where we summon Scarlight here? We could blow up the board. That forces his negate. If he negates the Scarlight, Crimson Gaia no longer has the book effect, because its name wouldn't be Red Dragon Archfiend. Red Dragon Archfiend hits the field, and we have no responses. Alright, let's just fire off Crimson Gaia. We want it on the field, but we can add a Fiendish Golem. He's negating Crimson Gaia. That's actually kind of annoying because it doesn't negate the effect, it negates the card. Alright, here's the plan. We want to resolve Foolish, but first we're going to activate Stone Sweeper to add something so that it gives our opponent the option to use Ash if they have it, and because they're a Master Duel player, they would just click yes. Now we activate Foolish Burial to dump Vision Resonator to add another copy of Crimson Gaia, because we can activate as many copies as we want from hand, it's just each effect that's once per turn. So we can activate the second copy and then still have access to the other two effects. Very simple turn from us, very simple game state. We just go battle phase here, and we're going to be met with some rank ups in the main phase. That is a very big boy, the biggest of boys actually, rank 13. So this is going to destroy all of our cards, but thankfully we have the perfect counter with Soul Resonator engraved. That's going to protect everything. We're ranking up again into Air Raid, which on someone's going to pop a monster. Again, this is fine because Crimson Gaia, making sure we activate the correct one, the not negated one here, is just going to summon Red Dragon Archfiend back. It's almost like we have the perfect counter to this nonsense that's going on the screen right now. He should get a couple of graveyard effects here, and that's fine. Every effect he activates is eating down at his time, which we know he has not very much of left. Interesting play here. I'm actually gonna banish our Red Dragon Archfiend with UV Loop, and the reason I want to do that is because it's in attack, meaning we take a lot of damage from that big raidraptor. Doing it this way means we can summon it in defense with the red zone and then just play to stall as much as we can. That's a lot of cards in hand, bro. There's no way we win this. I don't know if this is bait or not, but I think we just pop the Xyz here to prevent the rank up. Like, there's no destruction protection or anything. Yeah, I think we just got rid of it. So we've summoned a bunch of little birds and gone to the battle phase. This isn't game, my guy. Like, that's not even 5,000 damage on board, assuming we can't reborn the Red Dragon Archfiend. But yeah, Crimson Gaia just brings it back, man. And you don't have anything else to be over it. Oh, rage quit or time's up? I told you that was a win condition. I told you. Game 4. We're up against Fawns, and as always, a loss on the coin. Hand is looking pretty good. We got the Maxi going second, so we can at least slow our opponent down a bit, and we can push through multiple interruptions with this hand as well. Called by the Grave especially making that possible. Well, just your average Silver Dark Magician gaming, I guess. It's funny because if our opponent doesn't have a monster, our one-card combos don't actually OTK, but because he does have a monster, any one-card combo just OTKs immediately. He's special summoning Dark Magician from the deck. Yo, is that special summon? Are you special summoning, my guy? Is that a free draw? Yeah, we might as well just chain the Maxi here. We're not going to get any other use out of it. Summoning that Dark Magician in attack position was definitely a mistake because it's also just going to get wiped by the Scarred effect. But yeah, Supe discard Vision, we're going to add Crimson Gaia to our hand. I'm realizing if we played Centurion Oxala just as a level 12 to go into, we would actually be able to OTK here without having to commit our normal summon. Another win in the bag. You know, I'm starting to feel like hand traps really aren't providing much value at these ranks. We're probably way better off playing things like back row removal and board breakers like Raigeki or something funny like that. Silver 3, baby, let's go. 4 kill streak, let's make it 5. Get that airstrike. Our next victim. Yo, is that Gojo? We will never win a coin toss. I don't know why my dice rolls and my coin tosses are just the absolute worst all the time. Ooh, okay, with a hand like this, if our opponent doesn't make an unbreakable board, then he's absolutely cooked. Nah, yo, Swords of Revealing Light. Also, love that animation, by the way. Very cool. What is happening? Surely this is a masochist account, because if not, you goatee fish players are cooking, man. This is a sick tech.
I don't think we lose to anything here, honestly. Like, even Nibiru or Shifter we don't have in the deck for cross-out, but if our opponent does have either of those cards, we can still play through them to a degree, so this is fine. Okay, so we're banishing our goldfish to summon a different fish from hand or deck. Not sure where this goes specifically, but we are just going to add Crimson Resonator here. The goldfish is summoning itself back, the octopus is banishing itself when it leaves the field, and then on summon the goldfish is going to synchro summon. A 2 plus a 6 makes an 8. What 8 do we make here? The octopus adds itself back, sure, but the synchro is an interruption when it's synchro summoned, right? It targets a fish you control and a card I control banishes those targets. Shouldn't we have just waited to do all of this until I had something actually on the field? Like, we just combo for free now, right? Abyss can negate the Swords of Revealing Light and then we just kill him. Oh, whoops, I actually misplayed. I should have activated Crimson Gaia before synchroing with the Scard, so that way we could have reborned it when we popped his Synchro monster. But he's activating the Octopus in hand, which banishes 2 and summons itself. I swear bro is just clicking buttons on a masochist account. None of this did anything. There's so many different ways to kill him right now, it's almost impossible to mess up. I think we are just going to go for the simple Scarlight, clear the monster, and get in for game. It's such a cool effect to resolve, man. Not only are you destroying your opponent's monsters, you're also burning their life points and then triggering Crimson Gaia on top of that. Attacking with Abyss last, of course, so we have one less prompt to click through. What a gamer, dude. Look at this. I swear Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, and Swords of Revealing Light are just like the nostalgic trifecta. He's cooking though. He's having a good time. Here we go, game 6. We got another rank up game for Silver 2, and we're up against Sayama. And of course, that's our, what, 6th coin toss lost in a row? It's meant to be 50-50, by the way. Just saying. Our hand is looking okay. We have an imperm to stop our opponent, and we have access to our 1-card combos, but if we get interrupted, we're kind of relying on Prosperity to hit an extender. Oh, live twins. Okay, we might actually have a game on our hands here, and I never really know where to imperm this deck. Every time you imperm the normal summon, they always have the E-Tally to extend anyway. So I think we wait until the link to Lila. That at least guarantees they don't get a draw. I guess I could just activate it again on my turn and then get the draw anyway, but this way we're at least preventing the Trouble Sunny as well. I don't know, man. Where do you hit live twins? Let me know. Okay, no back row means we don't have an imperm to worry about. This deck is quite typical for having a lot of hand traps, so we're not out of the water just yet, and we drew Ash for turn, so if we do get into a grind game, that might come in handy. This might seem a little weird, but I think I'm going to Prosperity now, because if we see a non-tuner, we can play with Crimson Resonator off the Resonator call, and also we could hit like Called By and Cross Out as well, which would be useless if our only push gets negated, so I think it's just safer and gives us more cards to dig for if we do it at the start of our combo. Imperm, Ash, Soul, Fiendish Golem, UV Loop. Bro, really? Come on, dude. We might actually just be fine here. I don't think our opponent actually has anything because we're getting our Search for Bone, and with Resonator Call we can extend if like Red Rising gets negated. We could just go for Scarred actually. But yeah, he gets a draw off of the Kiss a Kill, but I don't think he has anything else. That top deck Ash actually came in clutch, dude. Don't know if the Maxi would have drawn him in too much. It might have been too late by the time he found an answer, but... Oh fuck, wait, Ghost Ogre? Bro, that literally ruins everything. We can't do anything now. At least we have follow-up, and we have Imperm, so if we survive, we're fine. We just don't Vision here to add the Fiendish Golem, and hopefully that also saves us from, like, I guess an access code talker or something.
Dude, because he's targeting the Fiendish Golem with Unicorn, we're getting so much value here because not only are we getting rid of the discard for the effect, the link materials for the monster, but he's also not going to get the co-link to draw because if we activate the card, it's marked for graveyard and it can't get shuffled back into the deck. This is like a 4-for-1, bro. We got this, we got this, we got this. We grab an Imperm off the top. Speaking of Imperm, I wonder what that set back row in the middle column is right there. We're going to activate Crimson Gaia here just while we have no monsters on the field to play around the Imperm. With Boner already in graveyard, we don't actually have to worry about this impermanence, but what we do have to worry about is Kiss-Kill. If she brings back Lilla to destroy our Bone Archfiend, then we're kind of fucked. And then he gets Unicorn at the end of the turn as well, so we need to win this turn. Right, we're gonna hit him with the 5 million IQ play here. So the evil twins are only during the main phase. If we set the Imperm and then pretend to end our turn, he's probably gonna activate Kiss-Kill at the end of the main phase to bring back Lilla to destroy our back row, allowing us to continue our main phase and just OTK him. Continue your main phase? Don't mind if I do, it's like taking candy from a baby. You didn't see that, okay? Woo! That was a spooky game, almost losable at times, but we brought out the 5 million IQ plays straight into the minus 5 million IQ plays, playing into the Imperm column, but we got there in the end. We got there in the end. Still undefeated, baby. Silver 2. Let's go. Game 7. We're up against Anne for the helicopter kill streak, and we actually win a coin toss. No way. Double Maxi, Soul, Foolish, Call. Okay, we can play through like 1 or 2 interruptions depending on where they interrupt us. We should be fine. Alright, and Wolf, you got Lightning Storm is fine. We have Scarred on field and Soul Engraved, so not a problem at all. That does also just make this pattern live for free, so thank you very much. Cyber Emergency. Okay, so this is probably going to be Drytron or Cyber Dragons, although judging by the fact they're main decking Lightning Storm, I assume it's more likely to be Cyber Dragons, and they could just search for Cyber Dragons, special summon it, and get rid of Abyss for a Mega Fleet. Yeah, let's just negate this with Abyss. It does awkwardly open us up to talents, but we have 2 Maxi in hand anyway, so the game was over from the start. There we go, we love a quick game. So we got the 7 kill streak now, we got the Harrier Strike, the Helicopter. Now let's go for the Chopper Gunner. We have found our next victim. Damn, Daniel! He's here to avenge the other Daniel we beat up earlier. And yo, is that another coin toss loss? This is a nice hand. We got the starter, we got the extender, we got the hand trap. We're chilling. He would have the Ash, bro, but that's fine. It at least gets it out the way, and he only has 1 other card left in hand, so we're at most playing against like half a Traptrix board. So we're dealing with a Rafflesia, an unknown back row, probably a trap hole of some kind, and potentially a Sarah special summon Pudica from the deck, so like 3 interruptions. This is a very losable game if our opponent plays our interruptions correctly, but it is Silver 2, right? So unlikely. There's literally no reason to be activating this right now. If we're using this to trigger Sarah to summon from deck, that's doing nothing. We definitely add Crimson here. We want to try and bait out as many interruptions as we can before attempting to stick a non-tuner on the board. Yep, there goes 1 potential interruption that we don't have to worry about anymore, Daniel. Thank you. Ooh, Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Okay, that at least gets 1 interruption out the way. There's just 1 left to worry about from the Rafflesia. The fact that it doesn't destroy the monster is so silly. We can actually make a funny play now that we still have Crimson in hand. There we go, perfect. All interruptions out of the way. I'm pretty sure there's not a hole card that can negate Soul Resonator here. It can only remove it from field or Floodgate Trap Hole. Okay, it's getting permanently flipped. Of course, we still get to resolve our search, and this is going to enable the funny play I mentioned earlier, so we can use the face down soul on field as cost for our Bone Archfiend in graveyard, and Catalyzer can reveal itself in Crimson Resonator to special summon the Crimson Resonator. And just like that, we have full combo on board. Would you look at that? There we go, this should be well over lethal. Bane actually coming up here because we needed the pure Red Dragon Archfiend on the field to clear the wall of monsters. Rafflesia does have destruction protection on them all, but Crimson Gaia just books it, which turns that off. And the rest should be history when we reborn Scarred with Crimson. Ah, come on, he surrendered. He didn't let us get the kill shot. God damn it, Daniel.
Silver Uno.
Game number 9. This person's actually on their rank up game, so you're getting kept in silver, boy. We love losing coin tosses. Love it. Oh, wait, they're blinding second. Okay, interesting. I'm feeling pretty good about this hand. We got our 1-card combo. We got Prosperity to extend. We got Cross Out to protect ourselves. Imperm as well. You know what, I'm just going to add Red Zone off of Crimson Gaia here instead of Fiendish Golem because Prosperity has already made Dispatter live, so if we use the effects to pop a monster, Crimson Gaia can reborn a Red Dragon Archfiend and then Red Zone's live for another pop. We're chilling. Oh no. Okay, that turns off everything. We're not chilling. Oh my god, the Gamma, bro. We are getting absolutely monged here. I'm pretty sure that Gamma must have been off the top as well because we didn't get hand trapped on our turn. Wait, what? Huh? Bro, Synchro Summon. Synchro Summon, what are you doing? Well, game number 10, we're making out a silver with this one against Gloom. Another Pokemon. And another coin toss loss. There's no way we've won one coin toss in 10 games. How is this possible? Maxi, double Ash, Bone for the OTK, called by the grave as well. Alright. This idiot's getting turned back into an Oddish. Vanquish Soul is always an odd matchup to me because hand traps usually feel pretty ineffective against the deck, and it seems like his turn accomplished absolutely nothing. He has an attack position monster on the field, so Bone Archfiend by itself is an OTK here, assuming our entire line resolves. Ooh, okay, Maxi. So we actually have two ways to stop this. We have Called By and Ash, but there's two reasons to use Ash here. First off, if we use Called By, it negates all Maxis until the end of the next turn, so essentially our own Maxi would become useless. The second reason is we literally win the game this turn if our Bone Archfiend line resolves, and we can't stop any other hand traps with Ash Blossom, so we negate the Maxi with Ash and then save the Called By for any other potential hand traps he might have. Crimson Gaia summons back Scarred, and that should be game unless he has anything sneaky up his sleeve, like Gores maybe. That would be crazy. Guess not, 10 win streak, let's go dudes. We are unstoppable. Up we go, gold 5, you love to see it.